Hi everybody, I'm Dr. M Deepa, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce CE, NGM College, Mahalingam College, Pollachi. Before I'm going to my presentation, I would like to thank I2R for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Now the topic I'm going to discuss is impact of online education among students. Traditionally, students are going to school, sitting and listening and doing their work traditionally. But due to pandemic situation, all the students are staying back in their home and they are listening their classes. But it is some far it is good, but some far it is not good because so many students are listening their classes through online like Google Meet, Zoom, YouTube, Microsoft Teams, etc. But most of the students are interested to listen their classes in traditional way, like physical presence in their school, because they may not able to understand the concept clearly because while taking class teachers are using blackboard, but in online education there is no need to use, there is no use of blackboard in their classrooms. Just they are explain the concept, but it is not effect for the students while they are listening. Kids like 1 to 5th standard students, they are facing so many troubles while they are attending classes, and also they are not do their work in correct time because they are using mobile very oftenly, so it gives more problems to their eyes and also for their brain problems. So some situation it is good, like they are sitting their home itself, they are listening their classes, no need to go anywhere. But during pandemic situation, it is a very pandemic period because while we are going outside, there is a chance to get coronavirus from others. So to avoid those things we have to uh, keep distance with the social distance is very very important one. To avoid those things, just we can sitting home and listening class is very useful. And we can do strengthening the online learning also, so we can listening the class at any time, but in some situations we may not able to concentrate the class on time. So anytime they can recall the points, how many times they want they can recall the points in online educations. So how many times they want they can repeatedly they can hear and watch the videos and they understand the concept. But in traditional education, teachers are taking once or twice, it may be 3 times they are explaining the particular concept, because the class hours, due to class hours time, they have to restrict twice or thrice they are explaining the concept, but few students are not understand the concept in that time. But in online educations, they are listening classes very oftenly at how many times they want. They can do for dynamic educations. So this is the way they can strengthen their education field. At the same time, they can anywhere, anytime and any place they can do their studies, no need to go to school, and they are sitting and listening the classes. So anytime they can do their studies, like online courses are introduced, so students apart from their subject, they are learning other courses also during online courses. Like for kids, they are Byju's apps are there, so many apps are there, so in their app they are getting more knowledge from the for the education field. And virtual classroom is the computer based education. So virtual classroom also, it's a 24 hours service, 7 days in a week. The time is efficient for strengthen the online education format, and also a dynamic interaction instructor and the students and among students themselves, and they can gain more ideas from the online educations also. So they can gain more knowledge. They can while using Google, they are getting more knowledge. So any information we want, just we go to online, open Google, and we just type the information what we need, then we extract the information, then we understand the concept. So some situation online education is a effective one, but in few situations it is very unhealthy for the students, because very often they are watching mobile, so it gives more problems to their eyes. So they are more addicted on the mobile phones. So we thought that students are going back their education systems, but mobile, it gives more problems for their eyes also. And discussions, everything we can do through online only. So the materials and books and course materials, everything will be given to the students also. And students usually respond to the topics in a broader conversation and most clearly speak to their individual concerns. So it is very important one, because we have to concentrate each students in their classrooms. But in online education, how far it is useful to the students, because we have to concentrate to each students. If you are not concentrate, they may be concentrate in somewhere to keep their ideas in effectively and efficiently. And the environment may be a measure of anatomy. So discriminating factors such as age, race, physical appearance, disabilities, race, gender are largely absent. Instead of focus of attention is clear, the content and discussion and the individual ability to respond, they contribute thoroughly and intelligently to the material at hand. So students can have the materials at any time in their classrooms. And also they can extract the resources for their education in online educations. Further, today's students have to access the resources and materials that may be physically located anywhere in the world. An instructor can compile a resource section online with the links to scholarly articles, institutions, and other materials relevant to the course topic for the students to access for the research work, extension, or in-depth analysis of the content materials. And also online education is creative education. So we can create creativity among the students from their inner path. The same thing that the literature of adult education support the use of interactive learning environment as contributing to the self-direction and critical thinking. Some educators have made a greater strides in applying these concepts to their ground teaching. However, many classes still exist which are based on lectures and remote of materials. The nature of this semi-autonomous, self-directed world, virtual classroom makes innovative and creative approaches to the instruction even more important. In online environment, the facilitator and the student collaborate to create dynamic learning experience. So it is very important thing that online education create and creativity and innovative things among the students. So there is a positive impact of online education among the students while attending the class. Due to pandemic situation only, it is positive impact, because due to coronavirus, it may be it gives some severe problems to the students. So to avoid those things, we can go with online education. So there is a positive impact among the students. I'm conducting more research to get idea about the online educations from the student side. So most of the students are giving a positive impact of online education among the students as well as the college students. I'm collecting 100 respondents for the among the college students and 100 respondents from the student side. So they told me that it is a positive impact of the online educations. Because of pandemic situation only, it is a positive impact. to avoid coronavirus, to avoid pandemic situations, to avoid problems. We'll go with the online classes. Thank you.